Hey everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Not Too Unbothered. I am Shari.
I'm Tasha.
And Ebony's punk ass is not here today, so fuck her. Everybody say fuck her.
Fuck Ebony. Fuck you, Ebony. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Fuck you, Ebony.
All right, we have the Brunch Hour podcast on doing a match with us tonight. Y'all introduce yourselves and tell everybody what y'all do.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm Tanika B. Love, 1/3 of the Brunch Hour podcast. I have a inspirational book / cookbook out called Cooking with Love, Lost the Battle, Won the War, available at all.coms and Amazon Kindle. I also do Instagram Live Cooking with Love series where I have conversations with people such as podcasters or whatever you want to broadcast yourself doing, celebrate yourself. But along with that, you tell a story about how you had an impacting, life-changing experience. And I also have a cook show on YouTube. It's called Cooking with Love, and I am also a life coach. I coach in life management, relationships, self-love, and achievements.
Awesomeness. All right.
It's your girl. Now it's your new girl, right, Ebony? Like it's your girl, Goody Gabor. If you Google me, Goody Gabor, you'll find that I talk a lot. I have Goody's Gospel podcast. I'm 1/3 of the Brunch Hour podcast. I have a hip hop podcast called Termagant Talk. You can find me with 2 channels on YouTube. One is Ascension Intentions with Goody, because I'm also a spiritual life coach and a high priestess, uninitiated. And Gabbing with Goody, where I do reality and TV show recaps on YouTube. I talk a lot. I'm branding myself the chatter that matters.
Okay, I love that. Styles.
All right. This is Styles, 1/3 of the Brunch Hour, the Cobro.
Cannot stand him.
I have a live on Wednesdays, live happy hour, where, it's basically a kickback. Then I have a live on Fridays. Basically, it's called Friday Night Live, where podcasters come to chill out. And we play a lot of their clips and talk about their clips and so forth, and also end up drunk, working on a little intervention of sorts for me. Yeah, and about that. That's it. And I'm I guess the toxic one of the group, because those 2 are my guiding lights.
So you're the toxic one. So you're the Ebony of our group. So we still got Ebony on the show, basically.
Hey, Ebony.
She's here.
Right.
I cannot.
All right. So when is the last time somebody told y'all, that's not it, sexually?
I can't ever recall having that experience.
Like, in what way?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it could be like you wasn't hitting the right spot, or your teeth scratched the dick, or you didn't eat the coochie right. Like, it could be anything.
I push the envelope, and I'm always trying to do things that men are uncomfortable with. So,
Do explain, please.
Yes. This is a sex podcast. We need you to elaborate on the sex.
So for me, men are always like, oh, you're going to do this, that, or the third. And I'm like, well, are you? Like, are you? Like, if it's good. And I'm not doing it unless you do it first, because I'm going to tell the world, oh, you did that. So you let's barter and trade, right? You want me to do X, Y, Z? Then you're going to do A, B, and C, but you're going to do it first because A, B, and C comes before X, Y, and Z. And then we both have something on one another. And you shut your mouth and I shut my mouth. Now, this is the thing. I'm 47. So I'm now at a stage where the men I meet are adventurous. So, they're adventurous, and I'm okay with that. You know,
What-
again, like I said,
You
I
look
am.
good for 47, girl. Because I
Thank you.
sure didn't put you at 47.
Like, thank you, but like I said, that I'm into astrology heavy. There are parts of my natal chart that says like sexually, whatever you can imagine, we could try to go there. Let's just first have a discussion. So I
What's
think
your
it's like
sign?
I'm a Capricorn with an Aquarian stellium. Which
Okay.
spot? I'm trying to figure out which placements. I think it might be my Pluto in the 8th house. That might, it might. I think it's definitely my Pluto in this 8th house, and maybe my 7th house placement. But it can get crazy.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right.
But well, my rule is there is no. If we here and we not wearing clothes, there ain't no in the bedroom. So
Thank you.
I
there
like
ain't no. So
you sound like my kind of person.
I like that.
Mhm.
Absolutely. There's
I
no
can't
no
wait.
in the bedroom.
Yeah. I can't wait to tap into you offline and
Yes,
what you do,
yes,
man,
yes,
and your spirit.
yeah.
Yeah,
We super spiritual over here.
absolutely. And tapping
So,
into
yeah.
some of the things. So I can't
Yes,
wait to tap
definitely.
into your.
We gonna have to.
YouTube
We
channel.
just gonna have to have a
Hallelujah.
girl show, and that's just what we're gonna have to do.
Absolutely.
we down. We down.
Styles, we
Definitely
love
down
you.
with that.
Nah, you
Oh,
gotta
Styles.
understand.
Oh, yeah,
No.
there
Hold on,
he
hold on,
is
hold on,
here.
hold on, hold on.
You
So
know, you
what
not
happened
swinging
was,
your dick around enough tonight.
it's not what I do. It's not what I do at all. At all.
He not
It's
not that guy. He used
It's
to be
all
that when he was like what 23, 24? Long time ago.
Yeah,
Minute.
Ebony still
Been a minute.
swings her dick.
Yeah, yeah. I think we all do though. Honestly.
Yeah, we probably do.
Yeah, we probably do. All right. Anybody else? You don't share?
Well,
Tanisha?
I never had that experience, honestly. I take pride in knowing I take pride in knowing that I am very much influenced in the sex department.
Okay. All right. What about you? What about you, Styles?
I mean, I had a position once and somebody hit me with the nah. No, we're not doing that. So it was doggy and whatnot. And she was like, you're not moving anything inside of me right now. So we're gonna have to do something else.
Oh, so basically what you saying is you got a big dick.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Or she
That's
has
that's
what
the thing.
I heard too. That's what I heard.
Nah,
that's all
listen.
I heard.
He don't talk like that around his sisters, so
I'm
this is
just
kind of
saying, put it on the
uncomfortable
glass.
for
Y'all
him.
close your eyes.
Shit, I'm feeling
Hey,
uncomfortable, but
Y'all close your eyes. Put it on the glass.
I know when I've said, yeah, no, we ain't doing that, it's because we can't do that.
nah, I think it basically was the wrong angle. It was the
Yeah,
wrong-
because your dick was too big. Correct.
it was the angle.
It's
Yeah.
You
let
don't
me
gotta
not
be
even
modest.
comment.
It's okay.
Anyway, yeah, we get it. We understand.
So
Let me ask y'all,
personally
can I ask a
have-
question? Can I?
Go
I got
ahead.
to follow up.
Go ahead.
You think that women do more work in the bedroom than they do?
Nah, I'm Halle Berry. We ain't finna do all that.
Okay,
I'm
no, I'm just
47.
asking. This is the question.
47. I ain't finna do all this kind of work.
I think the man may do more pumping.
No. Well,
But
pumping
not
is
more
if
work.
pumping's equated to work, then yeah.
I think
No.
it depends on each situation and each couple. We don't know what's going on in everybody's bedroom.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
in the fucking that I'm doing, it's
cohesive.
it's very cohesive. It's a whole lot of effort given on both ends of the fucking. So
Or you
Gotcha.
shouldn't be fucking them.
Yeah.
Look,
Right,
I'm not
exactly.
doing a whole bunch of work, okay?
You
It's,
have to. You just.
yeah,
Capricorn.
there's not a whole lot of time that needs to be put into it. Like I can
Capricorn is the ruler of the bones and the joints. I ain't finna hurt myself up in here today.
No, I'm not into pain either, sweetheart.
I like pain, however, not for my joints.
For you doing.
I like pain. See, pain is pleasure. Actually, the deeper, the better. It's honestly, it's a connection to my soul. Honestly, pain is kind of like a gateway to get to my soul. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
little that sounds like PTSD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's exactly what it
No,
sounds like.
it gotta be a pleasurable pain. It can't be where it's
I was getting ready to say
unbearable.
deep doesn't always equate to pain. What you're saying, pain, is what some other people, and the word pain and how some people describe it is, I don't feel like it's how you're describing it. When
yeah,
you
Right.
because
say
it sounds
deep
like she's
and pain,
describing some
that sounds like you're just describing
traumatic pussy
pleasure.
syndrome going on right
I'm,
now.
Yeah.
I'm just
No.
having great pleasure, but you
Yeah,
still
it doesn't
feel
sound like you're
you-
describing pain. Well, some people are describing, like, some people are obsessed with pain during sex, like somebody broke up with somebody because they wouldn't put their fist in their face type
Oh no,
pain.
no, not that
You
kind of
know.
pain. The
But
pleasurable pain.
even somebody who's just thrusting in the vagina type pain, like the pleasure type, sensual type pain, somebody who's touching your soul, if you
Your
will.
inside
I
parts,
get that.
moving them. I call
Yeah,
it a massage.
I call it rearranging the furniture.
I call it a massage. I need my
You
inside
need
parts
an
to
inner
be
internal
massaged.
massage.
An internal
Yes.
I
massage.
like that.
Yes,
I like that. That's what's up.
it feels good too.
That's definitely what's up. Let's talk about some fetishes real quick. Let's talk about some fetishes. Like, what are y'all? Do y'all have any fetishes or any kinks?
I like to be
I love
bitten.
to be choked.
Choke,
like to-
bitten,
I
thighs?
don't like to be bitten. I just like to be choked. I like to be choked, smacked on the ass. Definitely,
one
I like
time-
to choke.
One time somebody bit me so crazy right here. I lost feeling in the thumb.
Wow.
And, you know, it was a couple of weeks, and I'd be like,
It reminds you of that good dick, though, right?
Yeah, you was like, oh
be
yeah.
bitten. I was like, yo,
She'll hit that shit, be like, oh, that shit hurt. Good.
I was like, God, I promise, because you don't realize how much you use your thumb till you ain't got your thumb. So I was like, God, I promise I'll chill. I'm chill, God. You give me back
What
the
about-
feeling.
What about you, Styles? You got a fetish or a kink?
Yo, y'all making me feel real vanilla over here. Like, no.
Okay.
He may
So
and may not.
That's the
Listen,
problem with men.
I'm gonna let you
Men
take it,
always
Tasha.
want a female to be dirty and erotic, but then they don't want to do the same thing. They always want to act all
Oh, but see,
innocent.
but hold on, T. The thing is, I took the question as, what do I do? I'm not.
No, what
You
thinking
said
do
about-
you like?
no, so that means your sex
right,
is
so
whack.
right, so nah, I never, I didn't get that complaint ever. You know.
I mean, what do you do? What do you like? I mean, you probably have a fetish that you don't
Oh,
even
Styles
realize
is
that you
frozen.
have.
Is everybody frozen?
No,
No.
you're probably.
Is it me?
Hello.
It might just be you because no one's frozen.
Oh,
Okay.
so like, I'm
There
just
you go,
saying, it's
you back.
usually me. Is it me?
No, no one is frozen.
Okay.
I can see everyone.
But yeah,
Well, Styles was frozen for a minute.
nah, he
It's
just was
okay.
trying to act like he was in here.
Styles was
It's
timid
just
for a minute.
technology. Just keep it moving. He'll jump
Oh,
back up, jump back off.
So Styles, you don't have like a thing?
There's no thing. I don't even have a go-to for real. Like,
You like to eat
There's-
pussy?
but that's not a fetish. That's like a
It really
given
is.
almost.
Can be a
It
fetish.
is.
Is it though?
It
It
is.
is.
Is it? Let me
I
ask you a
didn't know
question.
sucking
So,
dick was a fetish, and it's my thing. But I just learned on this podcast that it was a fetish.
It
I
It's
is.
thought
called
that-
something,
I
but
thought it was a talent more
I didn't
than
know.
a kink or something like that.
talent, fetish, kink, it's all that.
You
Okay,
gotta be
I mean,
talented in your fetish. Like you gotta know.
All
can't be
fetishes
whack
aren't
and
like
have a
bad
fetish.
things or like outlandish. Like, it's not, I think people have created this mindset about kinks and fetishes to
They
where
think
I
that it
definitely
has to
attest that.
always
outlandish,
be
or it has to be
Yeah,
something
that it
so
has to be
fucking
like-
wild.
right. Like my fetish is massaging. Like I love massaging. I love caressing the body and touching the skin, and like that turns me on. I instantly can get wet from that.
Me too.
I hear you.
And I love playing with hot candle wax, and preferably the
Like
kind
candle
that
wax?
you can use as massage oil, but that's just so sexy to me.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right. So let me see. My fetish is what? Boy shorts and fucking white teeth. That
Boy
turns
short
me
with
on.
white
There
teeth.
it is.
Yeah,
There it
because I'm not
is.
with them
Look
other.
at you learning and
Yeah,
growing.
yeah, right. See, the thing is, it took 5 weeks to teach me that. So I'm here for it, ladies. Let's get to it.
All right, all right.
That shit.
It's
That
like
shit.
pulling teeth with you, the style.
Yeah,
Listen, because all right, my understanding of a fetish was like you had to have like a damn leather cat suit on. This is what I'm thinking, right?
So you don't
Who
like
knew?
slapping on the ass or nothing? Like
I
slapping,
mean, it
choking,
depends on if my partner
licking,
does. Like for
sucking.
me, I'm not into all of that, but all of the other. Come on, man, y'all my
Because I'm from Brooklyn.
You sound too hard to do that.
I ain't into all that.
Nah, that's not even the case. We're not gonna do that. That's not the case. The case is maybe I just don't know myself well enough. How about that? I'll take that.
Learn thyself.
You gonna learn.
He's learning. He learned today. He got 2 things that really turn him on, and that's boy shorts and white beaters.
Word.
That's
Okay.
it. So let's talk about this kink. Our kink of the week is somnophilia. Does anyone know what somnophilia is?
No.
Let's just for laughs and giggles. Let's see. Styles, just give us a guess as to what you think it is.
Say it again.
Somnophilia.
Oh, see, that's an alley
No
oop.
Googling.
Yeah, that
I'm
kind-
watching
huh?
y'all. No Googling. It's what you think it is. It's not a right or wrong answer.
All right. So basically, is when you're feeling the person more than that person's feeling you, or y'all having that discussion. That where I'm going with this, where I should be. Am I in the right lane?
Okay. How about you, Goldie? What's your answer?
Goody is thinking, I'm hearing sono. Is it like sounds?
It's somno.
Oh, somno?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I don't know. Somno. Shit, I'm trying to figure out what somno. I don't know. I was thinking it was sono. I was like, oh, you like sexy sound, but I don't know.
Crushing chalk.
Ben, I listen to chalk crushing on a regular basis. I'd be listening to it now if I had my headphones. But that's
All right, Tanika, what you think it is?
I have no
Somnophilia.
idea.
You ain't gonna take a guess?
Nope.
Tasha, what you think it is?
Somno, I don't know, makes me think of sleep. So
Well, Tasha, this is the first time you ever came close to ever.
oh shit, I'm
figure out
close.
one of the kinks.
You know, I be having sleep problems. I be having sleep problems. So that's the only reason I know somnio a little bit.
I'm so proud of you. So
And
it is known as the Sleeping Princess, or the same thing as Beauty and the Beast. I mean, not Beauty and the Beast. What the fuck?
Snow White.
Sleeping Beauty. Sorry,
Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. The Sleeping Beauty syndrome.
Mhm.
And that's so the actual kink is someone being sexually aroused to someone while they are sleeping.
Oh, well, don't we all got that at some point? Like, I mean, I could definitely glance over and get instantly sexually.
I mean, yes, or you could be like, if any of you guys have seen this HBO special about Bill Cosby.
yeah.
I haven't.
So this is the condition they claim that he suffers from, that he likes to have sex with unconscious women.
Okay.
Which is
So-
why he slipped them a Mickey.
Right.
Allegedly.
And he
Well,
was-
They knew.
not all of them.
Not all of them, but most of them knew what they were getting into, and they wanted to relax themselves. So, at the end of the day,
They was with the program.
At the end of the day, he needed them sleep.
he needed some
That's
sleep.
how
He
he
needed
gets
them
aroused.
sleep in order for his dick to work.
Yes. So people that have this fetish, though, this is a fetish that leads to it is actually what they
Necrophilia.
call it. That's it. That's exactly what it leads to. And
What
not
does that
very
mean?
many, yeah, not very many fetishes progress into another fetish or something that is illegal. But
This is one of them Criminal Minds joints be like.
this is a fetish that will lead to necrophilia. Definitely.
Okay.
Yep. So, and if y'all don't know what necrophilia is, listeners, that is
I
having
definitely-
sex with corpses,
With
and
corpses,
dead
yeah.
bodies. Yeah. So, but yeah. So
Interesting.
interesting, huh?
Yes,
So yeah,
thank
this is the
you.
first time, Tasha. I'm proud of you, girl, because normally you don't have it,
I
but
mean-
today you had it.
Way over there.
You had it today. You had it today. So Styles, did you come up with something? Or we
I
gonna
did
keep
not.
rolling?
We're
You
gonna
did
keep
not?
rolling.
We gonna
Oh,
keep
man.
on rolling then. Tasha, you know I ain't got no music for you. I ain't got no music for
I
you.
think you can work some now.
I ain't got no music for you. What you doing? A celebrity dish?
I'm
or
doing a
fact?
fucker fact.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No kidding.
That's the one thing I did get Ebony to do is to record.
Ebony didn't send my recording in for that. Tell that
I
bitch.
don't. I'm
She should
saying
have sent
I
the
don't.
recording in for that.
I just don't believe that she did that part on this go around.
All right. So. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stop. Wait.
You got that pre-recorded song. You don't have to. It's okay.
I'm saying I might have it.
It's okay.
No, I don't got it. I thought I had it. I don't have it. I was ready to.
So
Go ahead.
this is not necessarily sexual, but it's disgusting.
What, the song?
So I hate to have to tell you this, ladies, but there are probably mites living in your eyelashes.
I can believe that.
Fucker fact.
I feel like there's mites living everywhere.
Everywhere. That's how I said I can believe that because this mites everywhere.
I'm going with the fact.
When clearly everybody should know it's a fact. I mean, mites are in the air, in the ceiling, on the ceiling fans, in your bed. This just made me think about all the women that are wearing these baby bop eyelashes. You know,
She said
like
baby bop.
regular eyelashes carry mites, right? If you think about the regular lashes that carry mites, and just a normal amount of mites aren't harmful because it's just natural. But if you think about the mites that are not shedding with the everyday shedding of regular eyelash shedding, that are just sitting in all that glue and mink and anyway.
I can see how that can be.
This is my thoughts on that. I was just like, ew. I just thought infection. That's all.
Well, I guess some
Maybe
people will argue that the eyelashes protect your eyes because, you know, all of that hair keeps all the dirt and everything from going into your eyes, you know, like windshield wipers.
Yeah, I did a segment a while back and we called it from like back in the 20th centuries, sperm catchers, if you will. It was said that they were created for just that. It was a myth, so to speak, but
that was fuck.
It was a fuck, but
yeah, it was definitely a fuck.
It was a fun fuck.
But it should have been a fact, because I mean, you know, it was supposed to keep the cum from coming in her eyes.
Getting in her eyes. They were cum catchers.
Cum catchers. So I'm here for it.
Created by from supposedly a porn star from back then.
Okay.
That was from a chick that was on the up the block bitch that was on the corner. That wasn't that's what that was from about. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, in those days they wasn't it a brothel or a whorehouse?
Brothel, yes. Yes,
or
whorehouse.
It's the
You
best
right.
little whorehouse in Texas.
Yes. So this topic tonight is going to go in a couple directions if everyone kind of goes outside the box on it. But if y'all stick strictly to the exact wording, it's just gonna be what it is. So my question, and this was this one, we have listeners every once in a while, they'll send us, a meme or something. So this was actually on a meme. Do you think that it's fair for one person to be responsible for fulfilling you in the relationship? Why or why not? Let's go with Tanika first.
It's fair for me to want that. Absolutely. I mean, to each his own. There is such thing as there is such thing as a partner that can fulfill your needs and make you happy without you looking outside of your relationship. Will they fulfill every need? It's impossible. So if you're looking for every need to be met, then yeah, you would need other resources. But if you're looking for just a strong foundation with what you need, more of what you need versus what you want, then it's not unfair to want that from one person.
All right, Miss Goldie. Goody, sorry.
Not a problem.
I think it's the shirt.
I don't know where I don't even know where it came from.
It's all good. I think it's a lot of pressure to expect one person to fulfill all of your needs. And we witnessed that a bit with like Will and Jada, where Will was like, yo, she wasn't happy in herself. So she couldn't be looking to me for me to make her happy because she was unhappy. I think people get it messed up when they're in relationships and they believe that their partner's supposed to be their best friend, their hangout partner, your spouse cannot be all of everything. Because if your spouse is your best friend, who you going to talk to when your spouse is on your nerves? And you can't build the rapport with somebody after your spouse is on your nerves. You have to have that person that you can confide in prior to being irritated. I also believe that you need outlets. You need some place to put, like, I don't always want to be with my spouse because I'm West Indian. If I'm with my spouse, what I'm inclined to do is cater, Beyonce and all that catering, that gets exhaustive, right? So I need some place where I can go where I ain't gotta do nothing. I don't have to tend to anything. I don't have to serve any plates. And there is an ebb and a flow, but the way I was raised, I'm more inclined to do it because that's what I was raised to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not the type that one person could be my all and everything. Like, I have a plethora of male friends. I have a plethora of women friends. I have friends that I hang out with, friends that I build with. I have friends in the spiritual community. I have friends just for being ratchet. So not only in relationship, even in friendship, I don't expect that to be the case with an individual.
All right, Mr. Styles.
I'm inclined to agree with that. You can't be everything to anybody, you know. However, I do want you to make the best parts of me happy. So like, and when I say that, I mean being in my space without interrupting the flow of the things that normally go on in my space when you're not there. You know. Like the major thing, you can't, again, like, I want the person, and this is where I guess we fall on a thing where we want that person to be an individual. I want you to be an individual, which means that we don't match 100%, right? So there'll be some friction at times, but it's how we deal with the friction. Is the friction acceptable and stuff like that? But yeah, you can't be everything to anybody. That's just my thought.
Tasha.
Yeah, I agree with everything Miss Goody said, I actually wrote something similar to that down. I just think it's not fair to put expectations on anybody for your happiness or to complete you or to fulfill you. Like you have to do that for yourself and then maybe include somebody to enjoy those things with you. But and then to I'm sorry. What's
Tanika,
what's the
Sneaker,
say it again?
styles.
Styles.
Yeah.
To what he said, like you got to be an individual. Like you got to have your own shit going on. Like I don't, I've been single for a long time, and I'm ready to start dating, but like I, been thinking about, damn, I'm almost scared to start dating because I don't want somebody in my space all the time or somebody that wants to be in my space all the time. Like I'm accustomed to moving how I want to move. I don't want somebody questioning. I don't want to have to answer to nothing and nobody.
Amen.
Like you got to have to be able to move around what I'm doing, what I got going on already. And then, so yeah, like it's not up to me to fulfill you or, and it's not fair to me to put expectations on you. Like we come together, we gel, and we got to have our own shit outside of that, our own friends, our own things that we enjoy doing outside of each other. And then as well as spending our time together too, so.
I
Yeah.
have some add-ons.
Exactly.
But would you like to go before I add the put in my additions to the
yeah,
conversation?
I would like to go first, and then I'll let you do all your additions because I wanted you to think outside the box. So thank you for not failing me with thinking outside the box because I know you're gonna come with the heat. But I too agree with everyone, which that is the sole purpose and reason why I'm poly. Like, I just don't think that I don't even think it's humanly possible. At one point in my life, I felt like that, but it's impossible to put that much pressure on an individual to even attempt to fulfill even half of your needs. You want them to, you would like them to, that's a desire that you would have, but to expect them to, it's just almost you being selfish because us as individuals, we don't always fulfill our own. So how can you expect somebody to fulfill everything that you need when you're not always fulfilling your own? So that's my 2 cents, but go ahead, Miss Goody, what you got?
So a few things. Have you ever spoken to someone and they are like, nah, my spouse got to be my everything?
Yes.
And the idea of their spouse having like this one, I remember seeing it, it was online, one of those, guess what happened? And the girl was like, when she met her spouse, he had a best friend who was a woman, and the woman was going through a breakup. And, she wanted to talk to her friend about it. And she was like, you can't talk to him about it because wait, a shoulder to cry on is a dick to ride on. Like, so and I was like, damn, you being it, like, that cannot be the case. Well, you cannot tell people who believe that their person is supposed to be. You being my person don't mean that you are the only person, and you cannot tell some people that that's not going to be the case.
That is the truth. That is absolutely true. That's why I said it's like impossible for someone to fulfill your every need. But as long as you get more of what you need versus what you want, that's what's important. So,
Yeah, and that's the reason why I left away from monogamy, just for that sole purpose and reason, is because it just makes no sense to me anymore that that pressure will be on one person.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
I have questions as well.
Now, when you became poly, because you wasn't always like that, and you felt like one person can't give you everything you need, is it because you found yourself or the partners you were with having a hard time being faithful, and that's why you went into that belief, or you really believe that?
So I'm not gonna say that I was poly before poly was a thing, but it was before it was really a thing. Like, I mean, it's been around forever, but before it became mainstream, this is like the early 2000s, like 2004-ish, like
Mhm.
a long time ago. So I was in several relationships with women, but one of the requirements of us being in a relationship was always that we both had to have a man. So
Interesting.
then I did not know that it had a name. So it was not related to any infidelities or anything like that. But those two relationships that I had during that time were really fulfilling relationships, and with great people that I'm still super duper close with to this day. So when I ended my marriage, it was a monogamous marriage. I was like, there's no way I can't go back to what I was previously to this marriage. And that's the reason why. So mine is not related to cheating or anything like that.
Okay.
I prefer to cheat.
I've been cheated on before, and I will say this.
I don't prefer to be cheated on. Like, I don't care what you're doing. Let's just keep it. Let's everybody mind our business now.
I will say this, that the difference between knowing that your spouse or person is with another person and them going behind your back, it's a whole nother experience and feeling. It's definitely not the same, because like I said, I have been cheated on before, so I do know the difference. But yeah, it's not the same at all.
No, I just don't trust men to be able to let me do what I want to do.
Yeah,
I don't trust them. So I trust them to mind their business while I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think
in the
I
past,
don't
I don't cheat.
Something somebody can be coached into. I think it's per each individual's securities or insecurities. You know, it takes a strong individual. It takes a strong mindset, because there's going to be some jealousy issues. There's going to be, so you really have to be in tune with yourself. You really have to be in tune with your emotions. You got to be able to keep your shit in check to be able to be in those type of relationships. So
you necessarily don't need to be able to keep yourself in check. You just have to be able to communicate. Because like whenever I've ever experienced any type of jealousy, it was, and I know that my jealousy stems from reassurance. Mm-hmm. And not in the aspect of I need you to be like, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. I just need my jealousy comes from, like, if there's not enough clarity. So I need you to clarify what this is. So, I'll give you an example. So say you decide that you are going on a date with someone, and the plan completely changes. I don't expect you to stop your date and tell me, hey, the plans changed, we're doing something else. But like, if you, before you left, you were like, hey, we're gonna go here, we're gonna do this, and this. And then that plan changed, but you didn't tell me, and that's fine. But once, we have a conversation about your date or whatever, oh yeah, we were gonna do this, but we did this. No problem. But 2 weeks later, oh yeah, we did such and such and such and such. I need clarity. That's what I think. You should have clarified that before, because I'm thinking that y'all was over here skipping and playing hopscotch, but y'all was really over here skydiving and doing something else. You know what I'm saying? It's always,
you don't like surprises.
Yeah, it's just I just need clarification. So as long as there's clarification and my partner knows that, as long as they clarify what's going on,
yeah, so that you're not blindsided by anything.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do not like being blindsided, and I feel like that is a blindside. Like, especially when you're around people, and if you have like a poly relationship to where everybody is communicating the things that they're doing, and for someone to be like, oh yeah, we did that last week, and I'm sitting over here like, what y'all play hopscotch?
Look on your face like,
right, yeah. So that's my point of jealousy. I don't want to know everything, and I don't have to know every detail, but if there's a major part of the whatever happened changes, just let me know on the back end. It's not nothing that I'm ever going to trip about, because shit happens. You can go somewhere and the shit is whack. That shit was whack. So we left and did this, that's my whole thing.
I get it.
I mean, I too don't like surprises, but I too like you to mind your damn business. Mind your business. I'm going out. Where you going? Out.
Out.
Yeah, well, I'm super transparent. So I'm gonna tell you where I'm going. And that's just because, it's not even because I expect it back, but I know that, too often you can get in a pattern of not saying things. And because I know that it's a thing for me, I try to make sure that I do it. I try to mimic the behavior that I want back.
I found that people don't really respect that. Well, that's my experience, but
Yeah,
I could be like, yo, I'm trying to keep it a buck with you. I'm trying to tell you what it is. I don't want to hear that. And
that's
then,
not that's your own personal issue that you don't want to hear. This is my current truth right now. That's your issue. That's not mine. But I'm still gonna say it. So, I mean, it is what it is. What you're not gonna be able to say is, she ain't never told me that. I didn't know that. You will never be able to say that if you dating or fucking around with me, personally. So
my response to that now is it wasn't relevant to what we was talking about.
That shit wasn't relevant.
It wasn't relevant. It didn't come up. If it, the hopscotch, we did hopscotch. Then we went to the amusement park and we went on a roller coaster, but you didn't ask that part, and I didn't volunteer that.
I didn't volunteer them.
I forgot about the fucking merry-go-round.
Yeah, you forgot about it.
Did I hopscotch? Yes, I did.
But I also did this too. Yeah, and it's not even something that happens with every little difference, but that is what I have identified as what triggers jealousy in me. It ain't the fucking, it ain't the seeing you kiss somebody. It ain't none of that.
I can control my jealousy. What I can't deal with is my inability to control other people's jealousy.
That's true. That is
right there is a big thing for me.
That is definitely true. You can't control other people's shit.
That was a mouthful.
That sure was.
Because as I have done the whole try to be transparent in the past. I don't ask a lot of questions because I don't need a lot of answers. As long as I'm good, I'm good. However, let that shoe flip. And again, dealing with men predominantly, men a whole different beast. They emotional.
But they swear they not.
But
they swear they're not. They are emotional.
See, this is where men, when they need to be emotional, they are afraid of being emotional because we automatically think they're emotional when they start expressing their feelings.
No, not expressing your feelings. Express your feelings the whole time so that you don't go ape shit this time. Let's talk all the time so that I'm not chilling and you start going batshit crazy. I'm like, whoa, where did these feelings you have come from and this sensitivity? So, I ain't mad at a dude who could be like, yo, that made me feel X, Y, and Z. But they don't ever come and be like, this is how I felt. They come and they be like, whoa, I think you're feeling this. Nah, that's not what I'm feeling. You
don't
bugging.
Tell me how I feel.
I don't feel shit. You tripping though.
What are you feeling, Styles?
Yeah, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling like you gotta know when to fight your battles, and I'm gonna let y'all have all of that.
Got to know when
all of that.
Come on now,
I don't like having silent dick on the show.
Man, I keep forgetting Styles is here. God damn.
Yeah, Styles way in the back taking notes. I mean, this is the thing. I feel like all right, so let me jump in here. Monogamy is a learned thing. You learn that. You understand? I think that is incredibly unnatural. Period. You're just going against nature. I did end up married because I chose my person chose me. And that was because of the thing that we talked about earlier when I was like, if you in my space and I'm comfortable, because I was the same way when I was single. I was single for so long, moving how I'm moving. I'm like, when it came time to share my space, I'm like, I don't want to share my space. I'm comfortable with this. You know, so when that person showed up and we sitting in the same space for an elongated period of time, and I don't even realize you here, that's my person. You understand what I'm saying? That to me is big. So as long as one out of the 3,000 check boxes I have, and that being number one was checked, I was good. I was ready to ride because I'm gonna work
So
out.
then that makes you monogamous now? Because you just said it's unnatural. So checking that
No. I
box
just
makes
started
you.
there. I rolled back in the conversation and started there because I was talking about that while I was sitting back. So I just wanted to express my opinion on monogamy. Now, yes, it does make me monogamous because of the fact that I'm not with anyone else outside of herself. So it's a monogamous relationship.
That's
Now,
unnatural.
yeah, it's unnatural. I'm not going to sit here and I'm gonna call it what it is. It's unnatural. Like it's not natural at all. Like because of the fact that think about the
So
relationship in terms of hold on. Think about the people because I know you're about to take me to deep water and try to drown me. So this is the thing. Think about um think about it like this with relationships, right? The only thing that separates your best friend from you is the fact that you guys actually have a sexual connection, correct? So I could have a billion friends. Nobody talking about I gotta have a monogamous friendship. You you get what I'm saying? No one says that, you know. And with your friends, most of them, because like even with you and Goody, I have an emotional relationship with y'all. Like y'all are my sisters. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not subject to monogamy. But the moment I stick my dick into somebody, is subject to this rule of unnatural
absolutely,
nature.
that's what
No. But
monogamous.
see, hold on. You're saying absolutely, right? But you have to also understand that somebody came up with this shit. This shit wasn't, we wasn't born like, all right, God did this shit ain't, it wasn't one of those, and pardon, I don't even want to say God because I'm not into organized religion. But anyway, how you call it?
I mean,
Monogamy
I agree with you.
is unnatural as fuck.
So why
You
do you
understand?
participate in it?
Because I'm comfortable with it.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with jaywalking too, though.
Grown comfortable with it.
You know what I mean? No.
Well,
I'm
if
comfortable
you
with
don't
it,
know any
meaning
better, you're comfortable with it.
no.
Like
What I'm saying is this: I've like Goody, you know, I'm cut from the cheating law, but how you call it? You know, and you do your thing when you, and even in that, even in that, I'm sitting here and I'm like, hold on, when I was cheating, it wasn't that the person that I was with didn't make me happy. I was happy. But that person over there, she checked off some other boxes. You understand what I'm saying? So that type of situation. But no, monogamy is definitely learned. It's not, you don't pop out like, all right, let me go in search of my one. That's not how it works. Somebody tells you that you can only have one. And
yep,
then you follow those rules.
yep.
That is absolutely true. But what if you're comfortable with that and that's what you desire?
That's because
I didn't
everyone
no. I'm not damning
else.
it nor shaming the monogamous. I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
just saying calling
yeah,
it what it is. The shit is
yeah. I mean, everybody
unnatural.
has to date or vary within their comfort level. And if you are not comfortable, I will tell you right now, poly is hard. Like it's some people like one person maintaining one relationship with one person is difficult. Try 2 or 3 people.
That's
You
what I
know,
tell people. I be like, look, I don't want no 2 and 3 men, okay? Because one man getting on my damn nerves. Not that
At
there's
least
one man
knowing
getting
about
on
each
my
other.
nerves right now. But you know, I'm
Right.
like,
But it's
and then
enough to lend
that's a
your
lot of
attention for
navigation of
one,
emotion.
but then to
What
have to
happened?
play these games or keep this straight and that straight and balance.
I mean,
And
that's learned behavior too. Some of us
you
are
got
good at it.
time.
You know. Yeah.
There's a lot
That
to
was.
consider in poly, even though, there's a lot of chances you take in a monogamous relationship. And poly, you definitely take a lot of chances because it's built on trust, and it's built on making sure everyone is taking care of themselves and the person that they're with. So,
And when you say taking care of themselves,
meaning there's a lot of diseases going around, and if
Making
you
sure
oh,
don't have
copy.
trust,
But that's
then
it's a
Yeah.
misconception that all of your poly relationships are sexual. They're not all sexual.
okay. But if they do get to be sexual, that is definitely something that you have to have trust in.
And you have,
And
is there a, 'cause I don't know, but you have to trust, because my whole thing is what I can't control, right? You have
right,
to trust that the person that you're with is bringing a sane person to the table, right?
Mm.
Instead of somebody who seems sane, and then let's say it's not a sexual relationship and it's solely emotional, and then they have an emotional break. Is it everybody's problem now? Because I don't
It
want that
shouldn't
kind of
be,
problem.
but this is the thing about poly is so vast that you govern your relationship with the people that you're with. Like there are people that only deal with 3 people or 4 people and it's closed, so it's only between them. There are some people that are solo poly that date multiple, they're the individual, but they date multiple people in different types of other relationship dynamics. So, everybody, it's not a free for all. Some people are just, we have this chemistry, so she and I can, or he and I can bond in this way, but we don't do anything that's ever sexual. So like there's so many dynamics, and you and your partners choose how you guys are going to navigate, how many people are going to be able to date other people, or if some people they can't handle that. I might be okay with dating you, Tanika, and you, Styles, but Tasha might just, I can't do a third person. There may be one person where Tasha's like, I only can date Styles, but I'm okay with him dating Shari and Tanika. Like, it's on each individual to determine, what they want or how they want their relationship to be. And if Tasha only picks Styles, that is like it's a monopoly relationship. So he has one aspect of his relationship that is monogamous, which would be Tasha, who was faithful to him, and she doesn't go outside because she respects the fact that he's poly, but he's dating you and I, Tanika. And then you know what I'm saying, and that's a whole I know y'all like family, like ew, but whatever.
Nah, I'm
These are
sitting
my
here. I'm like,
examples. Yeah,
I like
these
this
are my
rule book.
examples, but I'm just saying it's basically, whatever you guys determine that it is. It's not the free for all. Like it's not swingers. Like everyone, it's sad that they have been placed in the category as poly, but it's not. It's just a whole nother sexual preference. And I'm not gonna say that they're all careless and just
Well, wait, swinging is a kink, right?
it is.
And
It
poly
is
is a
actually a
lifestyle.
kink, and poly is a lifestyle, exactly. But everyone automatically thinks because you're poly, you're out here just fucking and swinging, and you're not. So
Okay, so my thing with the poly, because when I see people present it, it's usually men presenting this idea of them being the ones to date multiple people. Meanwhile, they want the people they're dating to be monopoly. And I'm goose and gander logic. So we all gonna be dating multiples if I'm involved.
I
So
mean, but
is the
that and
experience.
that's the relation. That's the type of relationship that you would be in. I will be 100% honest with you. Most of the relationships are men their egos won't allow their women to be with someone else. However, when I entered into my relationship, I entered my relationship with 2 male partners. And I mean, it's just you set the tone, you teach people how to love you, like you, and be with you. So if you say, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, then that's what it should be, and you should stand on that.
Yeah,
But not
not down,
everybody can.
those are not the partners for you. It's just that
Yeah,
simple.
they're not. And you can't make people fit into your dynamic or what you want.
What if they find though?
I'm about to say, what happens if they agree to
Then
that,
get
but
and
then later
quit.
on you find out that each of your mono partners have been out with someone else.
That's when
think
it's considered cheating.
And
Yeah, there
that's
you
where
go.
the risk
That's
comes in as well.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like the
And we
high
Yeah.
back
risk,
to
there
the
has to be
bullshit.
trust.
Yeah, that's the
communication.
bullshit, because if I am being 100% honest with you and transparent with you, Tanika, and I'm sleeping with this person and that person, and I'm being honest with you, and you just sneaking and sleep, it's not.
Because
That's
you
not
like
the
to
fact.
lie for you just like to lie because there's no
Yeah,
other
because
reason to lie.
yeah, because I'm over here being transparent. You know who I'm fucking. You know who I'm fucking. You know, you and I have sat together. We have put boundaries, set boundaries where I'm going to use a condom. I'm going to use whatever it is that's going to, protect us, because you're my mono partner. So I have to protect you more than I have to protect, myself, because I'm sleeping with two different people. So for you to just go outside of that and go sleep with somebody else and not even, you basically saying, I don't give a fuck that you're honest. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It
But that
requires
happens in a
certain.
regular relationship. So I don't understand why that wouldn't happen even in a poly relationship. People tend to go
Step out.
outside.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. I'm not negating the fact that in any type of relationship, humans will be humans, period.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I understand, Tanika, you want some but then I gotta expand the scope of my trust. And my trust stops at this bubble right here. I get it. But again, you're gonna run a risk either way. But yes, it's the risk of actually contracting something or niggas being niggas is greater because of the fact that, yes, we had a conversation, because you could have been with somebody for 10 years and they step out on you, even though y'all had it, an understanding. And I'm talking about a monogamous relationship, so yeah, you still, I feel you still run the risk.
I'm just trying to
with a
understand
partner.
how what are the rules? Because again, man, I really don't trust these dudes to keep their head on straight when I do me.
From what it sounds like, though, is
Yeah,
y'all make up your own rules.
yeah, you
honestly to be the monogamous person while she go and be with everybody.
but you know what? But that is a poly relationship. That's why I said you guys sit and talk and make the rules and the boundaries and whatever governs your relationship. You set forth that. So if this not what if you don't want your partners out here, sticking and moving, then you let them know, listen, I am gonna stick and move. But if you're with me, I don't want you sticking and moving. And there'll be somebody that'll be like, I don't want to stick and moving. And somebody else will be like, fuck that, I'm sticking and moving. That person that says, fuck that, I'm sticking and moving, I don't care how great their sex is, how much you like them, that person's not for you. Because if you agree to be with them, they are going to be the one that goes out and cheats on you. So, I mean,
you run the risk of being cheated on just because of the fact that you are fucking human. I don't care what kind of relationship you're in, monogamous,
Absolutely.
poly, or whatever.
But I would want it to be less than poly. Like, what the fuck you lying for? You just a liar. This ain't even about cheating.
And that's
sometimes it comes down to character, not relationship.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people are like that. They feel like that. Like, if you cheat in a poly relationship where all you have to do is let your person know that you're interested in someone, then you're incapable of you shouldn't even be doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're incapable. But I'm not going to say that people don't cheat in poly, because they do, but is it less likely? It is less likely.
You know what? It's funny. It's because it's like shoplifting and you a millionaire. Like, why are we doing this? Why are you doing that?
And they do.
And still do.
And still do.
The thrill of getting away with it.
Some of them do it just to see if they can get away with it.
And they
continue to do it until
the Walmart.
Till they end up on TMZ.
Absolutely.
Or in the hospital because somebody done beat their ass.
That part.
All right, so we're gonna do our little last segment of the of the show, and that's Ebony's segment. She did record it, so I'm going to hopefully be able to play this loud enough so y'all can hear
Ebony.
it. Fuck that hoe.
Fuck Ebony.
You don't have to. That's right. Fuck Ebony.
All right, y'all ready?
Hey, the Brunch Hour podcast and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our show tonight. Listen, if this show is trash, like this episode that you guys are doing without me, and you guys want me to be solo on your podcast one day, I will absolutely love to do it because, as you know, or even if you didn't know, they only listen to hear me. So anyway, let's get into the Say My Name. Dear ladies, I have this coworker that I'm extremely attracted to, but she's married and so am I. Lately, she and my wife have become good friends. We all hang out for dinners and drinks sometimes. Since she's friends with my wife now, things are awkward with me. I feel like I have to ask my wife for permission to be friends with her now. Upon talking to my wife about being friends with her, I find out my wife likes her too. How do we approach her about being in an entanglement with the both of us? Three's company.
All right, we're gonna go to Goody first.
I mean, I feel like there's a whole other portion of this conversation because the co-worker's married as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you gotta approach her and her man and ask if like what's the deal. That's not like a because you asking her, y'all want to be transparent and poly or transparent and swingy or whatever with her, but she got a whole other situation. She has her actual life that she has to take into consideration. So this is where character comes into play. And I don't think people with good character is gonna ask this lady to cheat on her husband with them. That's bad character. Naughty.
Naughty. All right, what you got, Styles?
Yo, first of all, if we ain't come in this together on some like, yo, she cute. What you think? She cute too? And this is some new shit, and she like, hey, I think she's cute. Wait a minute, we never had that conversation before. My man, leave that shit alone. That shit's gonna open up a whole can of worms like down the road. And I'm talking about on some like, you might look at somebody else and feel free, like, yo, I'm gonna say something now, and your wife gonna be like, hold on, nah, leave that shit alone. It's a trap, my man.
Okay. Miss Tanika.
I'm with Goody with this one. Like the person that they're interested in has a whole relationship, whole marriage. So it's not approaching just her, it's approaching them too. And how do they even, was there any conversation that led them up to thinking that it was even a possibility? You know, what kind of conversations was going on that even led them to that point where they felt like it was a possibility that they can even go and ask that might be something that they might be interested in. So it's
can you imagine chilling and you thinking you just chilling with your coworker and his wife, and all of a sudden they come to you with this thing. You're like, yo, I didn't even know that was kind of parties.
I was deserve this.
I just came over here to play Scrabble. What you got, Tasha?
I just came over here to play Drunk Monopoly. I think this is the motherfucker who presents to Say My Name. I think this is a real life story of a new situation. I think this is Ebony. I would like to direct you guys to watch episode number, I don't know what the fuck it is, but Bougie Kitty is the episode. That'll give you a little more information about what this might be about. I'm just gonna lay it all out. I think it's about Ebony. Oh,
all the tea.
and yeah, if she would have been on here, she could defend herself. But since she ain't, nigga, I'm just gonna lay it out, and she can just come back on the shit.
I too feel like they are crossing the line by approaching her and not approaching her and her man. Honestly.
Yeah, they ain't even thinking. They should kind of like, let's see if us all four hanging out, if there's still a little cute, sexy vibe.
Yeah, plan a double date. And
they already did that. They know he ain't gonna be with it, so they're gonna catch her drunk.
I said they're gonna make her cheat. Look.
Force her to cheat. All right, let's hear Ebony's response.
Okay. I've heard enough. You guys have said everything you needed to say. And I'm going to say, fucking just do it. Y'all just wear her down. Send her naked pictures. First, send her a picture of the D. Let her see how big it is. If it's big, then, I mean, maybe she'll ask her husband if, he wants to have like foursome. And then you guys can be in like this little foursome group all the time. You guys can be boyfriends and girlfriends. I say, shoot your shot. You never know what someone's going to say unless you ask. Closed legs a closed mouth doesn't get fed, and closed legs don't get ate. So remember, speak your piece. All the person can say is yes or no. Just do it. You never know what's going to do. She might be attracted to your wife. Maybe it's something that she wants to do with your wife. Maybe it's something that she wants to do with you. You just never know. So I'm going to say something. And let's see what comes out of it. Thanks.
This is a co-worker too.
Not Jesse, but
like, just go for it. And then she'll talk to her husband. But what if she don't? Are y'all gonna be okay with her not talking to her husband?
Yeah, they're all friends. They'll be fine.
Wait, why you just ought to make her husband cheat?
I said they're all friends. It'll be fine. If it doesn't work out, or if they say no, they'll still be friends.
The husband gonna be like, "Oh, dude, what the fuck you be doing? Thought you was going over there to take them casserole. What you be doing over there? You be over there a lot."
Exactly.
Yep. Now it all makes sense why you always want to go to their house. You've been fucking them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's so funny.
Now at that point, he's gonna be forced to either join in, or now he gonna be looking to leave his marriage.
I think a better route to go, just an addition, a better route to go, because this is also a co-worker in the Me Too movement. Now you and your wife know that you might be interested in bringing a third party into the situation. Scratch this chick from the list and, go a hunting or whatever. But like, not the co-worker.
Yeah, not the co-worker.
Not because she cute. You and your spouse just realize that y'all got something that y'all might be into, a kink that you might be into. Go explore that kink and thank her for, you might want to thank her for, you know what? Yo, we realize we have a kink. It's because of you. We ain't interested in you unless you interested in us. Let her come to the table.
I like that answer.
That was
I have mind control on Debo.
That was
asking
good.
without asking. Yes,
that was good.
Yeah,
I have mind control on Debo.
Mind control.
All right. Well, we thank you guys for being on the show. Styles, can you tell everybody how to find y'all podcasts? How they can take a listen for the brunch hour?
Okay, we are everywhere, literally. We drop on Sundays. For the most part, the girls drop on Sundays.
We definitely gonna hit a fuck Styles. Like this whole fuck Ebony thing really opened my mind.
Nah, listen, they've done joints together, solo dolo, and phenomenal. Actually, it's fun for me because on Monday mornings I get to fan out and hit play and hear what they did. So I'm definitely fans of these two. But you can catch us everywhere, actually.
All right, that's what's up. We do thank y'all for coming to the show. Everybody knows y'all can find us on every outlet where podcasts are played. We're on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button. We're on iTunes, Spotify. We're on everything. So y'all tune in. I don't have the closing. That's Ebony shit. Her ass ain't here. So
She didn't record and send that shit.
she didn't record that shit because she been doing that shit for our anniversary is on March the 9th. It's gonna be 3 fucking years. That bitch still don't got the closing memorized. And it's the same shit. Ain't nothing changed.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
This has been a blast. Like this, I didn't know what to expect, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I really enjoyed you ladies.
Yes, and
I really enjoyed you guys, all of you. Cause Styles, man, you on the screen now, but you was like invisible most of the time. I was like, where the
He was like polygamy.
It's like, where the hell? So, but I need to get your information, Goody. I need to
I'm
Goody
always
on YouTube. What you say on YouTube? Let me get that right quick.
Ascension Intention. Goody Gabor's Ascension Intentions. Gabbing with Goody. Or Gabbing with Goody Gabor. Termagant Talk. Because I used to be.
And Tanika, you cooking with love?
Cooking with love.
All right, that's what's up.
You should have seen our face when we realized Love was her actual last name.
And one of my coworkers, that's her last name too. Her last name is Love. All right. Well, until next time, everybody, make sure y'all go follow everybody's podcast. Y'all tune in. Y'all tell y'all hoe ass friends to listen. Because we here every Thursday and they there every Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Until next time.
Mwah.